Want to grow on TikTok? Join our agency for support with expert mentoring, stream protection, and audience growth. It's time to level up. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to join today.
Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with TJ Doheny. TJ will just finish the press conference with Nick Ball. What do you make of that? A lot of interesting back and forth between the both of you.
Yeah, a little bit of needle there, it's always needed in fights. And I suppose it kind of helps you get up for fights as well, when you have a little bit of grunt with somebody, I haven't really had that in my career. Most fighters I've fought have been really respectful, but a couple of Nick's comments kind of pissed me off a few months ago, so that's kind of just where the needle's coming from.
Yeah, no, I hear that. When you first heard those comments from Nick, what was your kind of instant feeling from it? Because I saw the Instagram or social media message after the fact, but when you first viewed that, what did you think of it?
Yeah, I got sent a screenshot of a YouTube video, and the caption was, Nick Ball says Doheny quit, calls out Inoue or something like that. And I'd already read a couple of tweets and stuff on Twitter, and that it was pissing me off, and then once I seen that, I just kind of lost it and just put a tweet out, But you look back on my career, there's no quitting me. Most of my fights have been way worse spots than what I was in that fight against Inoue. Yeah, round 6 was a bit of a rough round for me, but the plan was to go out in round 7 and get some respect back, bite down. I went out, put my hands up, and I couldn't even get my hands up properly to defend myself, and I had to back up and call it off,
But that said, then, did you anticipate that a fight would come from it?
Sorry?
Did you anticipate that a fight would come from the back and forth, I guess?
Not really, especially I thought maybe Nick would probably be chasing the champions and stuff. I thought that's probably what his plan would have been, but I just wanted to put it out there, if you want to fight me, let's see who the quitter is. And you'll know on match 15 that there's zero quitting me,
I've got to say, look, obviously the back issue led to the end of that fight with Inoue. Where are you in terms of your health now? And can we expect that wouldn't occur again? Obviously, look, you're getting older and time waits for no man, but do you feel like you'll be 100% ready and that won't reoccur?
Yeah, 100%, because even when it happened, it was seized up, and they wanted me to go to the hospital and stuff, but I didn't need to go to the hospital because I know by the feeling it was just a really tight muscle that kind of pulled my rib cage down to my hip, kind of. I couldn't even sit up properly, couldn't put my socks and shoes on, I couldn't even kick ball in the park with my son Theo over there, But right now, it loosened up after about maybe 4 weeks, and I haven't had an issue with it. It was, with the press it was a little bit tender, but now it's like 100%. I don't have any twinges down there at all.
How long has, if at all, has Nick been on your radar? And in terms of him as a fighter, how much you've watched and how highly do you rate of him?
Look, I'm not going to shit all over him. He's not a world champion for nothing, And he beat a decent guy, Ray Ford, when he was winning that belt, So I can't talk him down that way. And a win over this and me becoming a 2-weight world champion is going to speak huge things for my career.
Just going back to that Inoue fight, look, obviously one of the pound-for-pound greats there. How do you feel you were doing in the fight before the fight closed, and just how good of a fighter is Inoue?
Yeah, I was really enjoying it in there because I had my coach Hector Bermudez in my corner, and the Japanese crowds are really quiet. So he was just guiding me through the rounds and telling me what to do. And between his guidance and my ability, we were doing okay. I felt like I took a couple of rounds off him, and that was kind of the plan, was to box early, because the longer I was in the fight, the more chance we had of winning. And then, unfortunately for me, the end of round 6, I got an awful shot to the... It was kind of my own fault as well, because I kind of turned and the shot snuck around the back. But yeah, I felt like I was doing okay. I was really enjoying it in there, especially when you're in there against a pound number 3 and you're having plenty of success. I was starting to shine,
How hard does he hit? Because that's one of the things that's famed about Inoue. Is he as hard hitting as it's cracked up to be, as it's talked about?
I don't know. I'm afraid to say he doesn't have that power, but I wasn't feeling it. But I will say one thing was that his punch placement and his accuracy, he was hitting me in all the right spots when he was landing, But I took a couple of shots to the head, and I wasn't it didn't make me think, that if that had landed a bit better, would have KO'd me. But I don't want to say he doesn't have the power. I just didn't taste it on the night. He probably just didn't get a good shot on the chin or anything,
In terms of his IQ and what you were kind of saying there, how high do you rate him off of the back of having that fight with him?
Yeah, it was only when I watched it back, and he was quite clever the way he was adding pressure and cutting off the ring. because I was circling around, and I don't mind boxing off the ropes or in the corner sometimes, but he was very good at just pressing and just getting out that tiny bit out of range and coming back in, and I think that's where I was starting to struggle as the fight was going on.
Where'd you put him in your pound-for-pound rankings?
Yeah, he's up in his top 3. You can't like solidify, because there's an argument for everybody there, so you can't like solidify a place, but he's in the top 3.
Can you see any fighter beating him before he retires?
I think 126 is going to be his ceiling. I can't put my finger on anyone at the moment, but you never know when he moves up in class and up in weight, and when you're just in against bigger, stronger guys, all it takes is that one shot.
I last saw you in the ring against Michael Collin at the Failer. I just wonder, would you consider this to be maybe your curtain call, or would you like to have one final fight over in Ireland?
It's just far from a curtain call for me. I'm coming here to win on March 15. This is no curtain call. I'm going to get a couple of defences in, and 38, just turned 38, and I'll be hoping to be out again by the time I'm 40, but I'm still, you don't see many 38-year-olds as athletic as me, all my faculties are intact, everything's feels like it's perfect. So yeah, we'll see how we go, but it's definitely nowhere near a curtain call for me, and hopefully I can get a world title defence or a nice homecoming fight before I do hang him up.
So that fight in Ireland is very much in your plans for the future?
Yeah, I would definitely like to sign off if I could before I retire. With a fight in Ireland would be great.
TJ, coming back to the fight with Nick Ball, you mentioned there that you feel like he's tailor-made for you because of his fight style. Do you anticipate anything different from Nick from what you've seen?
No, I can't say he's one-dimensional, because he's he's got good footwork. He likes to switch it up on the inside, switch up his footwork on the inside and stuff. But I just enjoy fighting guys I don't have to go looking for. I hate chasing lads down,
There's a couple of final things for myself. We've got a big fight coming up next weekend in the form of Usyk versus Fury, the rematch. Who are you backing to win that rematch?
It's hard. I think anybody that's even throwing it out there are only doing it so they can say I told you so, because it's a toss-up, You got Usyk with his crazy freak ability, and also Tyson, the size of the man. The two of them are just two gifted heavyweights, I'm just excited to watch the fight again, but I can't put my finger on a winner.
Just as well there, you mentioned, obviously this isn't your curtain call and you're planning for future fights there. What about Saudi Arabia? Riyadh, that's on your mind?
I don't really mind. I kind of just sit back and let my manager do the work, and I've taken on all comers my whole career, I'll never shy away from a fight.
The final word would be what happens on March 15th against Nick Ball.
March 15th, I can see Nick Ball walking onto one of these grenades that I'm going to be throwing at him.
TJ, pleasure. Thanks for speaking to SecondsOut, sir. Goodbye.